I'm Royal Master Min Young Kim, living my dreams through Atomy. Are you all doing well? I'm doing quite well myself. We should have gathered in person for the seminar. However, due to COVID-19, we are all in different locations. I am still confident that we are all united with the same heart and will. Before Atomy, I was an average housewife, and my husband was the sole breadwinner. We lived a normal life, but wanted to be rich. My husband believed that he could not become rich with an average-paying job, so he got a real estate license. He wanted to live a life that was different from others, and worked hard in the real estate business. But strangely, the harder we worked and the more we put in, things got more and more difficult. Maybe it was not fit for us. We held out for as long as we could before going bankrupt. We had to move to my hometown in the countryside. We lived near my parents' place and visited them often. That was when I first tried Atomy products. My mother was a loyal Atomy consumer. One day, my mother was telling me this and that about Atomy and President Han-gil Park. She just went on and on. My husband listened to her for a while, then finally lost his temper, shouting, "Atomy and MLMs are fine, but stop talking about it. There's nothing good about MLMs." To which my mother said, "Yes, but it's a good MLM." My husband didn't understand and felt so frustrated at her response, since my mother would not listen no matter what. He attended the Atomy seminar himself. He said that when he went to the seminar, President Park said, "If you sell truly good products at low prices, consumers will come. Those consumers will become members and grow the company. Then consumers who become members can earn a small profit and even become successful by making lots of profit." When my husband heard that speech, he thought that if Atomy really worked this way, he could try it for himself. After attending the seminar, my husband came home and told me, "Honey, I'm going to try doing Atomy." At the time, it had only been a few months since he told my mother not to take Hemohim or use Atomy cosmetics. He even said MLMs are bad. But now he's doing it. So in the beginning, I actually tried to stop him. But he was already determined to jump into this work. So without considering my opinion, he started the Atomy business. So for 3 months, my husband was busy doing Atomy. But success, money, and most of all, wealth did not come easily. One day, I nagged nastily at him. "Honey, I told you so. You're not successful or rich. Just go back to real estate and live with what we have." My husband heard me out and said just one thing. "Fine. How about going to the seminar together?" I was so gullible, I attended the seminar right after. And that seminar was this very same seminar, the Success Academy. At the time, President Park gave a lecture about a balanced life and life scenario. The president drew a life graph from 0 to 100 years old and talked about old age. At the time, I was 32 years old and my husband was 36. As a young couple, what was our greatest dream? To live well. While I was listening to the lecture, I realized that I had not achieved anything yet and my future was so bleak. Right at that moment, I thought of someone. It was my mother. What have I done until now? What do I need to do? My life will end up worse than my mother's unless I change. I became so scared. One day, I told my husband, "Honey, I want to look into Atomy. Take me to the seminar, please." I started following my husband to the seminars and participating in the center's programs. After about 3 months of little progress, my husband asked me, "Minyoung, what do you think of Atomy now that you've tried it?" I said just one thing. Atomy is definitely for me. I think I can do better at this than you. This is what I told my husband. From then on, even though we didn't even mean to, we started Atomy as a contractor couple. Together, we were full of hope and passion. We worked hard and introduced Atomy to many people, but it wasn't easy. At those times, like rain on dry earth, we got key points from the Auto Sales Master Lecture. At Atomy, we hear often that Auto Sales Master is the beginning. Once you become an Auto Sales Master, you've succeeded. There is a sole first goal for everyone to become an Auto Sales Master. Everyone knows why your first goal must be to become an auto sales master, right? Becoming an auto sales master is the goal from start to finish. Why must making 2 to 4K a month be your goal? Why do you have to be an auto sales master first? I didn't understand why Atomy kept saying making 2 to 4K was so important. I wanted to make hundreds of thousands. Why should our goal only be to make $2,000 to $4,000 a month was my biggest question. So we consistently went to the seminars, and after a while, we found the answer. An auto sales master is someone who, from the 1st to the 15th, and from the 16th to the last day, accumulates more than 2.5 million PV on both legs on an automatic basis. So, do you think this process of trying to accumulate 2.5 million PV on each leg is done by yourself or with others? From what I've heard, this can never be done by yourself. No matter how much effort I put in, it was not easy to accumulate that much PV every single day. Another important lecture that we listened to at the seminars was the 8 steps to success. Your life scenario's ultimate key, all successful members know-how method, the 8 steps to success. Do you know the reason you have to follow the 8 steps to success in order? Here's why you have to follow them in order. They have to be ingrained in your mind for your resolution and meeting people. Meeting gives you the confidence to invite people. And when you invite them, you have the ability to explain the Atomy business. You can also do consultations. And when individuals like yourselves start gathering, you have to be able to say, just do this. Then it gets duplicated amongst people like yourselves. And you succeed, ultimately becoming an auto sales master. The first step is dream and set goals. The second is resolution, and the third is make a list. The fourth is invitation, and the fifth is company introduction. The sixth is follow-up, and the seventh is consultation. And the final 8th step is duplication. The most important steps for me while doing the Atomy business were set goals and resolution. I knew it would be difficult for me to meet all of the consumers one by one to build my consumer base. I'm not the kind who can sell things easily to others, and I'm not gifted at explaining the business. But I was confident in 2 things until the very end. Those were my goal and resolution. The first step in the 8 steps is dream and set goals. At my first Atomy seminar, President Park kept emphasizing our dreams and our goals. He asked, "What do you want more than anything?" The dream that I first set was to raise my one and only son well and to provide our parents with a good elderly life in the remaining years. As for my life, I wanted to live a wonderful life for myself. This was my first and ultimate dream. You have to set your goal first and visualize your dream clearly so you can achieve it. It's actually not that difficult to introduce and sell Atomy products to others. But as time goes by, you might face unexpected challenges. The main reason people quit is because they don't have a specific goal. I also dreamt of becoming an auto sales master and worked hard, but it was too hard by myself. I had a reason for needing to succeed and wanting to be rich. I told myself, all I have to do is accumulate enough PV on both legs to be an auto sales master. I just have to keep making sales and telling others. But you can't make it with that alone. You have a clear reason and purpose for why you're sharing Atomy products. After you introduce an Atomy product, it doesn't stop at the consumer just using it. If the consumer introduces the products to someone else, consumers like you can get compensation. This is how they feel the difference with Atomy. Atomy is about the absolute, not relative market. Through this process, I made a resolution. The second step is resolution. Starting Atomy doesn't count. Which products will you introduce and how will you do it through Atomy? This is the most important. After you make this resolution, there's countless obstacles. Let me talk about just 3. First, be proactive. Second, be positive. Third, be ready to pay the price. With these, you're set. What does it mean to be proactive? Saying, I started Atomy and I'm going to succeed is not enough. When my husband and I started Atomy, my in-laws found out. One day, my own father called and said that he would disown us if we didn't stop. My father-in-law said the same thing. When I visited them, my mother-in-law was crying. She was dressed ready to go to a funeral. I knelt before them while hugging my son and said, "Please, please, just wait a little longer. We will become very successful and help you live wonderful lives." Because one of our goals was to provide for our parents when they get old, we will never give up. I said, don't worry, Atomy is not like other MLMs. They sell great products at low prices and benefit people around you. Then my mother-in-law said, think about it, both of you. Though I can buy toothpaste from you right now. Later on, I can just get one from a local store. Why would anyone call you to make an order? That's what she said. For Atomy contractors, what do you think? At first, you give products away, right? But once people try Atomy products, they recognize their value. How is it so good and affordable? It's premium quality at a discount price. The consumers start getting impressed. Believing firmly in the products, I kept talking about Atomy to my parents and my parents-in-law. Then, one day, my mother-in-law brought Atomy products to her workplace and started promoting them. Do you think she did it just because she genuinely wanted to help us out? Or because she also believed in it? It's the latter. So, my mother-in-law was making sales from 3 to 600K PV from the 1st to the 15th automatically every month. We saw this as the essence of Atomy. Atomy isn't about selling products, but it's telling people about the company and its vision. All of a sudden, everything my sponsors told me came flooding back. Atomy is not a selling business. It's a sharing business. You can't succeed solely with your own list. People who have used Atomy products help spread them by word of mouth, connecting local and global consumers. Because I knew this, I didn't depend solely on my list. With a proactive attitude, my thoughts progressively started changing. They became more positive. It's much better and more effective to have positive thoughts rather than negative thoughts as you do this business. Finally, pay the price. You chose Atomy for a reason. There's a reason you have to be proactive and have positive thoughts. Why? So that you can pay the price. Everyone who's watching this video, everyone who's tuning in, have you paid the price? When you introduce Atomy products, people say, I don't need it. Is this paying the price? No. Going to the end despite hardships is the price that we pay. It's not giving up. What is the most important part of becoming an auto sales master? It's a consumer base. How can we make auto consumers? Just sharing products? No. The most important thing in making auto consumers is trust. It doesn't end with you just giving the products. You have to let the consumers know just how good Atomy products are and what great benefits Atomy can give. I know that making a consumer base is not easy. When it comes to the people that you already know, you can reach out to them. However, to have those people introduce others to you takes some time. Usually, if you visit someone a few times and they don't buy, you stop. If you go a few times and they just get 1 or 2 things, you stop again. They're just one-time buyers. If having one-time buyers were the goal, then we should go on another path. With Atomy, through word of mouth, the collective sales from member networks makes you an auto sales master. Consumers tend to be very ambivalent. They say, I can get shampoo from Walmart, and I can buy toothpaste anywhere. They can get daily necessities from so many other places. So, what do you do for them? You can make them trust Atomy and its product's quality. How can you make these people understand and trust Atomy products? As I mentioned in the beginning, you need to tell consumers about your dreams and visions. You should tell them what kind of life you can live through these Atomy products. If you share your dreams, it'll change their minds. To become an auto sales master, there are many ways of making auto consumers. The most important thing among them is conviction in the products you've used. Consumers are more moved when you share your emotions, along with the product's strengths. To build a consumer base, you must try the products first. know how to use them, and be able to explain these special traits so that consumers can trust you. Second is the way you share the products. For all of you watching, how do you share your products? For me, I think about which products a particular consumer would like. I think about which product would prompt the quickest response. I had a chance to talk with a friend who confided in me. Even though she's young, she was suffering from hair loss. I've teased her a little bit, but actually, I felt bad. I recommended for her the Atomy shampoo and the Atomy hair treatment, which is good for hair loss. I told her, hey, why don't you try this? If you use all 4 bottles and see no results, I'll give you back your money. So my friend trusted me and started using them. Before getting through 4 bottles, one day she gave me a call. Minyoung, these products are amazing. Then this friend went on to order cosmetics and various other Atomy products from me. I told her that all Atomy products are exceptional like this, and I told her that she can also succeed through Atomy, and I ended up recruiting her. She ordered many other products and used them consistently. She told her mother and her friends. It led to an automatic increase in consumers. If you focus only on increasing the number of consumers, then you will have a hard time. Yet, you should remember that consumers who have trust built from referrals and those who give referrals never leave your consumer base. We make regular, not one-time consumers. The best way to build trust is to share your emotional connection to the products you've used. As you build auto consumers, you can find partners among them. Then they start part-time and some transition to full-time like me. To become an auto sales master, you must build a consumer base, one consumer at a time. And once you've built up trust with these consumers, you can share Atomy's vision. You can share your dreams and vision with each other. This is the way you can become an auto sales master. There's another key point in this process. To be an auto sales master, you must do the 8 steps to success in order. Are you satisfied with your life? Is this the life you've dreamed of? Some of you listening today are probably good at selling products. I was so jealous. I wondered, how can they meet people and make new consumers every day? I only get 1 or 2 people doing that. Does this sound like you? Actually, you don't have to worry. You need to visualize your dream, what you want more than anything. President Park said this numerous times during the 2-day Success Academy. What he emphasized during every lecture was to write down your life scenario and to visualize your dreams and deepest desires. Stick them wherever you can see them and get to work. I did exactly that. In the beginning, I had nothing to write for my life scenario. I didn't know exactly what I wanted in life. Thanks to this amazing system, as I kept listening to lectures by President Park and other successful people at the seminars, I wrote my dreams down one by one, and they came together one by one. One of my dreams was to live a great and abundant life. Another was to help my parents and in-laws who had never lived comfortably. I wanted to provide for them in their old age. And for my only son, I wanted him to grow up with big ideas and dreams, not with difficulties in a poor home. I wanted these two the most. And there were some other dreams. I did real estate for a while and car sales before that. However, I did not even have my own place nor a nice car. So what I really wanted was no landlord demanding rent or telling me to move house. I wanted a life free from these. Another small wish that I had was to live in a house with a basement parking lot. Old houses don't have parking lots. My car was so old that it only heated up once I got to work. What small dreams, right? But for me, they were my biggest dreams. There is a couple that made $100K within 3 years and 8 months. That's me and my husband. You must write your life scenario with clear goals and dreams in order to become an auto sales master. I wrote and achieved them one by one. It took me 1 year to become an auto sales master. After 3 years and 8 months, I entered the Leaders Club, making $100K a year. In my 7th year, before I turned 40, I entered the Royal Leaders Club, earning more than $200K a year. I made it through my lowest point with no house and against strong opposition from my parents and from my in-laws. It's been 8 years so far, and everything changed in an instant. We moved from a one-room apartment to a huge, wonderful house. We live together very happily. My only son, who could have grown up in a poor home, who is pursuing education in the United States in order to fulfill his dreams. And both my parents and in-laws lived difficult lives in the trenches of poverty. My mother-in-law has retired and now lives a pampered life in a nice house. She is living a great life. The same is true for my parents. Atomy is a tool that gives a chance to everyone. Although everyone has this chance, you must be the one who chooses Atomy. That's what my husband and I did. We wanted to be successful through Atomy. We wanted to be rich and to live a good life. It's been 8 years since I met Atomy, and I am exactly 40 years old now. There was one other thing I wrote in my life scenario. If I succeeded with Atomy, I'd retire before 40. I wanted to gain financial and time freedom. Did this come true? Yes. As you can see, it all came true. This isn't just my story. I believe this can become your story as well. The most important thing right now is for you to clearly visualize your dreams and clearly visualize your goals and write them down in your life scenario. Writing down your life scenario completes your life. Then, without realizing, all the things that you dreamt of and hoped for will come true on a legendary day. Don't doubt and be confident. Sometimes fierce faith can be a great opportunity, and it can lead you to realize huge dreams. Don't forget that. When you wrap up today, don't forget to write down your life scenario. Looking forward, I hope that all of us can live the lives of our dreams and fulfill our goals through Atomy. Thank you.